Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Square Circle Maniacs Pro Wrestling Podcast. My name is Johnny Bottles. The man to my left is Dr. Don Wayne, the neckbeard psychologist. You know him, you love him from the Twitterverse. Dr. Don Wayne. Doctor, it's been a rough 10 minutes. You get in that computer?
It's been more than that. I actually logged on at 6:30 with this fucking thing. StreamYard, you pieces of shit. You change one more fucking setting on this thing, I swear we're going to pack up and leave. Matter of fact, we might be doing it anyway. Every time we log on to this fucking thing, it's another problem. The camera doesn't work. The microphone's not working. They changed something else. I'm done with my rant, but fuck them for life. Today's episode is brought to you by Guinness. Guinness, you want to get fucked up and forget your problems? Alcohol.
What was that Homer Simpson line? Alcohol. Here's the alcohol. The reason for, the solution to all of life's little problems.
That's right. And here we are. And we start off today because, once again, Dave Meltzer has opened mouth and inserted foot. The guy can't help himself. It's a walking charade of well-planned change. Pat McAfee retired. He left. He said, I'm done with wrestling.
Pal, it's Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, that's what I said.
You mispronouncing son of a bitch. Go ahead.
Pat McAdoodle said, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and call it a career. And what does Dave Meltzer say? Well, they were going to have the tag team match with Jelly Roll at the next PLE next week or at the PLE next month. And plans have changed. This is his cop-out every time, every single time that he's wrong. Because all he's doing at this point in time, if you haven't figured out, ladies and gentlemen, what he's doing is he's making an educated guess. There's nothing wrong with making an educated guess. But when you present it to the people as a factual situation and you present it as something that's set in stone, and then you don't say, well, you know what, I was wrong. You're an asshole, man. You're an asshole, plain and simple. He came out and said, because Pat McAfee opted out of this, they have now decided to go in a different direction. Dave Meltzer said with Pat McAfee thing, he opted out. That's what actually led to everything changing. Dude, you were wrong again. You have been called out on this shit by so many people over the years that actually work in the business. So many people. Conrad's got a show where they call him out nonstop. Eric Bischoff says all the time, this guy, all he does is he makes guesses. He doesn't know anybody. The third man, for God's sakes, remember who was supposed to be? Mabel. Or the sixth man was supposed to be Mabel. The sixth man was going to be Mabel.
In what?
In the NWO. Chat, back me up on this because I know I'm not crazy. That's what he actually came out and said all those years ago.
Mabel was in the WWF at the time.
That's what he says. I'm telling you. That's what he said then, and he stands by it.
He's a regular fucking genius.
Guinness.
He's a regular genius, Don. Mabel? All he's been doing for years and years and years is making educated guesses. He did have a guy in WCW who was feeding him information. Two guys. Ric Flair.
Notoriously.
Was notoriously feeding him information. And Chris Jericho also. When Jericho went to WWE or WWF at the time, he said, hot damn, now I'm going to get all the scoops on the WWF. It wasn't Heenan. There was another manager in WWF that was feeding Meltzer info and some of the lower level guys. I like that shirt, by the way. It's a nice shirt. What's at the bottom of it? Is it a glass?
It's about to be this mug.
There you go. That's not a mug, actually, is it?
It's a pint.
It's a Pilsner glass, as they say.
Yes, it is.
Whatever.
So I had to get that out of my system because it's just the people that defend this guy, they're just bootlickers to the 10th degree. It drives me insane that they do this because they pay $14.99 a month, and when he's wrong, they've got to defend it. They've got to defend why they're giving this guy money. They can't stand it. It eats at their ass. Go ahead, tie that kerosene rag around your ankles so the ants don't chew your candy asses. Because he's wrong all the time. Plans change isn't just something he says in his damn newsletter. It's a way of life. It's his way of life.
What the fuck, Don? You don't have to get surly about it.
I'm just sick of it, man. These people coming out to defend him. It just drives me insane.
Did you see what he said about the Joey Janela and Brody Lee Jr. match?
Yes, I did.
At the spring break. He said Brody Lee Jr. age 14, he's better than most of the guys in NXT.
He's not. Of course not.
Have you seen what Jelly Roll said about Pat McCaffrey?
What do you say about Pat McCoodle?
He said, Jelly Roll says that he and Pat McCaffrey had no business being at WrestleMania 42. I had one goal and I kind of succeeded. Pat, I love you, man. Neither one of us had any business being there. I say we get back to doing what we're good at. That's what he said.
Good for him. He at least knows how to find his way out the door.
Right.
Good. Get back to wrestling. Personal angles draw money. Let's get back to that. Can we, WWE? Because I don't know what AEW is doing. They're not doing personal angles at all. We got guys getting kidnapped off stage. I don't know what the hell's happening in this company right now.
You've got guys just making matches. Hey, I want to be number one contender.
I get to fight you next week.
Okay, Tommaso Ciampa. No problem. I want to be number one contender. Okay,
hold on. Tony Khan's telling me this match is official. This match is official.
Who said that? Was that Tony's hair saying that, or was that Tony Schiavone's mouth saying that?
It was a masked goof.
The masked goof. Yes.
I think goof.
What they should do one week is put the hair piece on the goof and put the mask on Schiavone. I think Schiavone would look better masked. So I would have to see that grimace, the evil grimace, that malignant, miserable grimace he has on his face 24/7.
Got it in for Tony Schiavone.
What? Fuck that guy.
I don't know why.
I hate that man.
By the way, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe.
I'll say it once. I'll say it again for the last time. F that guy. All right.
Did you happen to catch the Hulk Hogan docuseries that came out on Netflix last night? Have you watched any of the episodes yet?
No.
That's too bad. For those of you out there that haven't watched yet, I'm not going to ruin the whole thing for you. I only got through 2 episodes myself, and I don't want to give away the horse without drawing the cart. I have enjoyed this so far. You forget how big Hulk Hogan was in the 80s and how massive. There's only been 3 guys that I know of in my lifetime that were that famous or more famous. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, and that's it. That's it. There was a couple things I learned last night. Did you know Hulk Hogan had a brother? I had no idea he had an actual brother.
We talked about this. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea at all.
I'm not going to, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to ruin it. Please don't ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen it in the chat, but it's a tragic ending to his brother. And to this day, until he died, Hulk Hogan carried that to his grave, feeling like it was his fault, the tragedy that befell that guy. To the time he had to cut the interview off in this thing. He was like, guys, we're getting way too deep in my basement. And say whatever you want to say about Hulk Hogan and his personal persona, what he was known about publicly. He led more of a private life than anybody realizes when I got into this documentary. I didn't know about his father, the relationship he had. I didn't know about the relationship he had with his mother. I knew, of course, about the broken leg. What I didn't know about was him having to sneak back into his house so his mom would feed him when he had the broken leg when his dad was at work. It was a lot going on.
Yes.
A lot going on.
Yes.
So I'm going to finish that probably this weekend. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a trip down memory lane. But again, I went back and looked at some of the numbers that Hogan did when he was wrestling, in 4 different towns a night, drawing an average of over 10. Listen to this. 4 nights a week was drawing an average of over 10,000 fans. 10. Raw and SmackDown barely get that twice a week. He was doing it 4 times.
What do you mean 10,000 fans?
He had 10,000 fans in his arena shows every night on average.
And you're saying Raw and SmackDown barely get that now? They get that all the time.
They get around 11 sometimes, but not all the time. Like I think
what Raw they had like a couple of weeks ago was 14,000 people.
I know, but next time they do like an 8,000 seat show, I'll show you. They don't do it as much as you think they do. They do great shows, don't get me wrong. He did it 4 nights a week. Do you think they could do 4 nights a week at 10,000 now? Not a shot in hell.
Not a shot in hell, no. Too much money. The expenditure's too much. People can't afford all that. The average family. Bring the kids.
And
you know what I mean?
And of course it shows. And he talks about how WWE brought the families to the arenas, and the guys smoking cigars in the first ring on the first row were pushed back. So they talk about that as well. Yeah. So I've enjoyed it so far. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to finish it up. If you're watching it, I hope everybody enjoyed it. Appreciate you gals coming in here tonight. Want to spend some time want to spend some quality time, baby, talking about some of the things in the wrestling world.
Yes. Please like and subscribe. If you like our content, please give us a like. Please give us a subscribe. Click the thumb up and click the notification bell. Please. It helps our channel grow. Try to get to that 1,300 subscribers. Lucky 13.
Ric Flair's still shooting off his mouth in drunken sprees when he can. He was on Ariel Helwani's show where he was ripping the WWE, mad as hell that he wasn't actually invited to WrestleMania, criticizing them, blah, blah, blah.
You pronounce his name. You pronounce his name properly.
I tried.
Ariel Helwani. Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury for $5. I've been in Tampa since '81. It's been cool seeing all the old Tampa spots in that documentary. Did you see Ric Flair in those old Tampa spots in that documentary? That's where he hangs out.
This is what Ric Flair said for himself, and you can tell it's Flair because every first letter of every word is capitalized. I want to make something very clear to everyone of yesterday's podcast with Helwani. Number one, I'm more than thrilled to see Miss Charlotte Flair wrestling with her friend Alexa Bliss. I've never seen her happier. Let's clear that up. Number two, I enjoyed her singles matches because I feel like she was able to put on more of her talent on display. Number three, no one will ever criticize or make any attempt to judge my daughter or say anything about them. Number four, I wish we could all just put everything behind us and please don't report something on me unless it's 100% true. Rick, you said it yourself, bud.
Yes. Glenn Taylor, 1834 with a 20 spot. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You've warmed the cockles of Don's heart also. What do you think of Oba's Raw promo the night after Mania?
We're going to get there.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to comment on that.
But I just want to say real quick, Ric Flair came out, said a lot of negative shit about WrestleMania because he wasn't invited. Now he's backtracking because they're like, what are you doing, buddy? Like, we still take care of you. I'm sure he still gets a nice little payday from all of his royalties. So what are you doing, man? Like,
how much shit do you think he got from his daughter for that interview?
Oh, dude, I'm sure.
Helwani. How much shit
she called him immediately?
I'm sure she did. How much shit do you think Triple H gave him?
Not as much as Charlotte.
Not as much as Charlotte. You are correct, sir. You are absolutely correct. He's just right now. He's just, like I said, I forgot what show it was over the last week. He's an alcoholic who's unemployable. And he's unemployable because he's an alcoholic. He can't stop drinking. 10 o'clock in the morning, he's up and out after he's at the gym. He's up and out at the first bar, making the rounds in Tampa and just guzzling booze.
Yelling at Egyptians.
Shout out to Matzo Balls. Walk like an Egyptian. Did he post that? Ric Flair AI talking about walk like an Egyptian.
Yes.
He did post that. Okay. Funny bastard. Matzo Balls. But Flair, I mean, in this Ariel Helwani clip that I'm looking at right now, he's hammered, slurring his words, hammered. But he's 76 years old, and he was the guy. He was the guy back in the 80s. Everyone loved, even in the 90s. I like how he said, when Helwani was talking about his relationship with Triple H, hey, we started something great. He brought me in. Bischoff demoralized me. I had no confidence in myself. We started Revolution instead of Evolution. He doesn't even know the name of the group. We started Revolution.
With that guy, David Baptista.
David Baptista. Jesus,
I think he got his gimmick from being a preacher.
It's sad. It really is sad. But you know what? If I had Ric Flair's money, get a piece. I'm looking at that dome he's got right now with the sunglasses. And
it's too late. You got to let that go.
I don't know. I don't know why he didn't get a piece to begin with.
Let it go. Let it go. Don't put that shit on your head. Don't do it. No.
But you know what? Just these clips, the faux pas that Rick does in public, in bars, shitting his pants, planking, shitting his pants while planking, guzzling booze, yelling at brown-skinned people. It's just entertainment value. It's entertainment gold. Just what he gets into. It's hilarious. Being shamed by his daughter all over the phone, Daddy, what did you just say? I can't believe you're talking like I work for this company still. But you weren't at WrestleMania because you were drunk and because you signed a contract with AEW. You're still employed by AEW, even though you don't do anything. He is.
I don't know if he is or not. You're sure?
He still is. He still is. He's on a Legends deal with WWE, but he's an on-screen talent contracted.
I don't think he is. I think that's over.
He is. I'm telling you, he is.
Okay. I don't think so. Pouring another beer because I'm going to need it.
I don't think you're going to need that beer. I don't think so.
Oh, I'm going to need this because we got to talk about Raw.
I don't think so.
We got to talk about Raw.
I'm not talking about Raw.
I'm going to talk about Raw.
I don't want to talk about Raw. I don't think so.
Well, Glenn says we're gonna, so that's that. How's that feel? So Raw started off with Obafemi coming out looking dressed to the nines, looking sharp. Yes. I liked it. And he got on the mic and all he said was,
by the way, 28 years old.
Is he? Okay. Mm-hmm. He got on the mic and said, the ruler has arrived. And then he just walked off. And I thought that was all he needed to do. That was all he needed to do.
Exactly. Less is more. Less is more. You would have keep them wanting more.
I agree. And that's something that gets lost with guys like, I don't know, Ocean Spray on the other channel that's out there every week.
Every week with a bad neck wrestling.
Riho versus Kabuki Warrior. So this finally ended. Riho and Mommy are going to go their separate ways. I'm glad to see that because this thing had definitely run its course.
About time.
CM Punk cuts a promo that I thought was damn good. I thought it was a good promo. I really did. I thought he did a good job. He said, he got me that night. I'm still the best in the world. And then Cody Rhodes came out with what looked like a black guy from a movie. Holy shit, does that guy look rough. Stitched all up, bruised to hell, could barely see out of it. That thing looked like Mike Tyson got a hold of his ass. It really did look rough.
You remember like in the old comedies where they would like, somebody's in the army or looking through a telescope, they put black around the eyepiece and they played this joke with the guys looking through it. Pulls and he's got the black ring around his. That's what it looked like. It was wild. Black Larry for the 5 spot. Thank you, Black Larry. I saw a clip of kids in football doing the Oval Walk for the celebration. He's definitely over. Yes, he's definitely over.
I've seen it all over the place. I saw there's a whole bunch of clips on YouTube you could look at. There was a guy that was getting bread for his grocery cart doing the Oval Walk back to his wife's cart. He just had a pack of bread just walking, doing the walk with the bread. And she was like, I can't stop. There are people watching. And he put the bread in the cart and he said, ruler of the world or something.
The ruler.
I like it. I like the guy. I think it's over. Cody Rhodes came out and CM Punk sort of hinted that he might be going to SmackDown.
I'd like to see that. Freshen things up.
I would too. Give me some new opponents.
When's the draft?
I don't know. Vietnam was a long time ago.
What's the draft?
I don't know.
Triple H, where's the draft? Trips?
I would like to see him go to SmackDown because he said you never know when a title opportunity was going to happen. And as he left, Cody Rhodes just said, name the place, name the time. So, interesting change of events, I thought. Your boy Ethan Page made his debut against Javon Evans. Mm-hmm. And Page beat him.
Yeah. Rekindling that feud from NXT. He broke his jaw in NXT. Mysterious Black 629 for a 2 spot. Salute, fellas. Salute, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good evening. Liv Morgan versus Sol Ruca.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So she's a call up. Ethan Page is a call up. Joe Hendry is supposed to be a call up. And you'll notice that Sol Ruca lost her last match.
Hold on. I want to get into that in a minute.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I don't think so.
You really are. Sol Ruca decided to face. They gave her a match against Liv Morgan. Sol Ruca looks like $1 million damn.
Yes, she does.
Shit. Yes, that girl. She's got the look. She's got it all. There's nothing about her that's not fun to look at. And she's athletic as hell. And she can go. So I enjoyed her. And that's Matzo Ball's favorite girl. So shout out to Matzo Balls real quick.
Shout out to Bravo Americano. the blue luchador in the El Grande Americano camp. He's the guy who is having coitus with Sol Ruca. So
doesn't matter. Don't care.
Big ups to him. Don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
But okay. Sol Ruca had this match, and then the next match on, or the next night on NXT, she has another match against some girl, and it doesn't matter because they had a table spot that was dumb as shit. It had no place in this match. It was stupid, and all it could have done was end up hurting Sol Ruca before she could actually make a name for herself on Raw. She fell off this little banister area, this scaffold, whatever you want to call it, through a table, but she didn't hit the tables right. And instead of going through both of them,
it was two tables, yes.
Instead of going through both tables, and they weren't stacked on top of each other, folks, to sort of break the fall. They were right next to each other. So as she went through the first one, her head bounced off the second one like a damn spring bob. And you just saw her go like this, and then she whacked her head on the floor.
Yeah, like a spring bob.
What the hell are they doing over there?
I don't know.
Be smarter than this. This was stupid as shit. Had no place in this. You know you've already called her up. I get it. You want to have a big match. This ain't the time. This ain't the place to be doing this kind of dumb shit.
They should have had that match last Tuesday.
Here's an idea.
That would have been our last match, and then she could be on Raw this Monday, and that's it.
Here's an idea.
Yes.
Don't have the fucking match with tables that can injure the girl that you just called up.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I saw the placement of the two tables. They were close enough to the scaffold. But I don't think so.
Dumb as shit.
I don't think so.
The vision came out. Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins got into it. And Seth Rollins cracked Braun Breaker, supposed to be on the back, missed his back and cracked the back of his dome with the edge of the chair. And blood immediately started pouring out all over the place. All over the place. He was bleeding like a stuck pig. And I did see the video you talked to me about on Tuesday. Paul Bearer was genuinely concerned because he was like, here, take this towel. And he wouldn't take the towel.
He's back from the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Bearer's back from the dead.
He finally said, hey, man, take the jacket off. At least you're about to ruin your mother stud.
Oh, stay still. Paul Bearer?
No.
Paul Heyman.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm having a moment here.
Are you off your meds today?
Yes.
Are you off your meds today? Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you how my day's gone. Okay.
How's your day going?
I had an emergency situation at work where I was typing and my computer was slow as shit. Slower than shit. As I'm typing, I hit send immediately because that's how urgent this was. The email was supposed to say, please advise if a second line shift is available to expedite these items.
Right.
My first line comes running down to tell me, Don, did you see what you sent? I was like, yeah, I know. He goes, no, open it. This thing was so slow, I ended up telling them, please let us know if a second life shit is available.
Second life shit.
Before I could recall it and correct it, it had made its way completely around the campus, and everyone was howling,
dying. Are you sending these messages through StreamYard? Is that what it is? Is that why
definitely
it's so
not?
Is that why it's so slow?
That would have probably come out. Let me take a shit on your desk. That's how that would have come out.
Folks, the problem we are having with the hosting, the web hosting, StreamYard, that we bring you our show every week with, the shit that goes on behind the scenes with this, as soon as you turn your computers on, it's just epic. It really is. It's epic. All your settings are changed. Don's camera wasn't functioning today. He couldn't get it to work on StreamYard. The microphone levels were down, way down, like someone turned them down. I just don't understand it.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Finn Balor versus JD McDonough. You knew Balor was going to win this. The Bloodline comes out with Seth Rollins. And here's where this sort of left me intrigued, right? They didn't say if they were back. They didn't say if they had his corner every time. They just said, if you need us, we'll be there, sort of. Like, that's how I took this.
The Bloodline came out with Seth Rollins.
Sorry, with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns came out with the Usos. I'm having a moment. Take over.
Jerry, bring his pills in, will you?
She's not here.
She's not there?
I'm reading somebody putting in here, Seth hurt everyone Rollins. So I'm going to have to turn away from the comments like you do sometimes. That's what's going to happen.
It's wild. Wild.
Roman Reigns came out. His cousins came with him. They said they would have his back.
Yes.
I need some Second Life shit. But at what cost?
At what cost? What cost is that Second Life shit going to cost you?
There is some new news on WrestleMania, however. Tentatively, they are planned to have the next WrestleMania in Saudi. Yes. They are also scheduled for 2 days. However, given the circumstances right now in the Middle East, there's no guarantees. They are planning on having a PLE, though, out there in June, which I found very suspect at best.
Night of Champions.
Yeah.
In sunny Riyadh. Do they know what? Do they have any idea what's going on over there? Right across the bay in that place. Do they have any idea? Do you have any idea how hard it's going to be to fly in there and the talent's going to be worried? If you thought the talent was worried at the MGM Grand where they were staying, but catching strays from all these freaking fans that were hounding them and just following them around and harassing them all. What do you think is going to happen over in Saudi Arabia? They're going to worry about, bullets flying, nukes. Oh, guys, bunker busters. All kinds of crazy shit coming in.
There's a lot of fucking jets over here. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't get it. Seems kind of ridiculous.
That one jet's got a picture of Danhausen on the side of it.
F-18
Yes. F-18 Very nice.
Very nice. Very
evil.
Nice,
very evil.
I did want to approach the MJF topic, though, because after he lost last week, all you saw on every dirt sheet, BJ Bethel ran with it. He just
Are we done with Raw now?
Yeah, we're done with Raw.
Jacob Fatu challenging Roman Reigns. Are we done with that? Backlash?
We'll see where it goes. I'm not going to jump on that. He came out. We'll see.
I think that Balor and Stephanie Vac are going to face Morgan and Dominic at Backlash. Why are all the fans wearing gas masks? Exactly.
I don't know. That's odd. But MJF was back on AEW this Wednesday, so he's clearly not filming a movie. He's clearly not doing all the bullshit that they said. This is clearly a creative direction that they're going in. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that, other than, once again, the dirt sheets and BJ Bethel and the ilk are all wrong.
What a direction. Is straight down a direction?
You ain't lying there.
Man.
It feels like the Pig Lebowski. Nothing is fucked here, man. Nothing is fucked. The plane has crashed into the mountain. Nothing is fucked. Oh, that's how I feel. And this started, by the way. This also started, and I knew it would. And it's the same people. You know, that whole Brock Lesnar thing is going to be a work in the end.
I heard on Facebook someone posted a story that Triple H was pissed off and had it out with Heyman and Lesnar backstage. He was screaming at him because one of the main events of SummerSlam, allegedly in Minnesota, is going to be Gunther versus Brock Lesnar in a retirement match. And Brock retired at WrestleMania late too.
So which one is it? Are they pissed that he retired, or is it a work?
They knew he was retiring at 42. They absolutely knew he was done. Otherwise, they would have cut the cameras off. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And shown up Femi the whole time.
Showing Femi and then cutting right to, the 29th Hulk Hogan documentary commercial. Jesus Christ. So many of those.
It just goes back to the same shit, different day. You guys don't know what's going on. We at least admit we don't know what the fuck's going on. We don't try to say anything different. Here's what I think. I'm not putting it as a fact. I think Brock retired for real. I think Brock's walking away. I think Brock has his own clock. And he said, that's it. I've got nothing left to prove.
Nothing
This is
left
the
to prove.
granddaddy of them all. I'm in the opening match. Give me my moment. I'm walking off into the sunset.
And he'll be gone for a while. And then maybe 3 years down the road, if he feels like
He gets
coming
that
back.
itch.
Right. And they'll throw a whole ton of money in his lap for like 2 matches. He'll come back and do it and disappear. Maybe work tag matches. I don't know. They just see when he was retired. When he was going
Yes, I
like
did.
this. Yeah, he put the X sign up, which means this is real shit going down here.
This is real. This ain't
This is
fake.
real.
This is real.
Yes.
A lot of people are like, that means he's injured. No, it meant it was real.
Right. It's a different context. And he put over a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Put over
remember he
Cody?
famously put over Cody.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to cover that real quick. Brock Lesnar is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. When you look like that and you can move like that and you've got a mouthpiece like Heyman, you're gonna get over, man. I don't give a shit who you are. And that guy was over like Rover. He wasn't as tall as Hogan, but he had almost as much weight. And when you watch this docuseries, do you know how much Hogan weighed when he was high on the gas? What his weight was? No.
I'm just guessing.
You're close, though, but it wasn't 320.
It was over 300 pounds.
He said he would be anywhere between 305 and 340 when he was on the gas.
Jesus.
340. Now, a lot of that is, of course, a lot of that's the water weight you retain when you're on the gas.
Yeah.
You don't know you retain a lot of water weight when you're on that shit.
You do. Absolutely. And he had skin. He was tan as tan could be. He had skin like a gas station hot dog at midnight.
I got to give you fair warning, though. Some of the home videos with Hulk Hogan, when he's poolside,
Yeah.
bro, he was a Frenchman at heart. That's all I can say.
Really?
Oh, my God. Them cheeks was flapping in the wind like a prison sentence.
Jesus Christ.
Hulk Hogan's ass cheeks on my TV. Check.
What about the lovely Linda Hogan?
I'm not going to get into this. When you see this, you're going to have a whole different perspective, and it's not going to be nice.
I don't have a nice perspective of her.
No, it's within that case, it's going to get worse because she openly talks about their sex life on this documentary, openly about how they were always going at it.
What?
Like there's video of her shaking her tits at him to have him come get her with the kids sitting poolside.
Buddy, that's just a thumb to the eye of his widow Sky. That's all that was. That's what that was. She's just shitting all over his widow.
Denise, I didn't forget about you, girl. I got it here. Paige talks about her return recently on Stephanie McMahon's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she met with Nick Khan.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Khan said there is 2 requirements for your employment to come back here. One of them is a drug test. You have to take drug tests now. She said, no problem. I've been clean and sober for a while now. That's not an issue at all.
Right.
She said, number 2, you're getting that neck checked out because we're not putting ourselves at risk because when you left here, that neck was a catastrophe and we're not going to put ourselves in a position to where we have to possibly endure lawsuit. So
exactly.
she flew home, went to the doctor, got the scans, did the thing. So apparently her neck is good enough to wrestle. I just don't know if she can do all the stuff she used to. She might be like Stone Cold where you're not dropping me on my neck anymore, son.
Well, she's in the right company then.
Yes.
The doctor said to her, so, honey, are you ready to go home? And meaning that everything's clear. And then she busted out in tears right there in the doctor's office.
So good for her. It all comes back together.
Yeah.
I got one last piece here. Billy Gunn addressed him potentially wrestling into his 70s. Do you know what Billy Gunn said? Oh, shit.
Say that again.
Someone asked Billy Gunn about potentially wrestling into his 70s because he's 62 now.
Oh,
would he be the first wrestler that wrestled routinely in his 70s outside of Jerry Lawler, looking jacked like that?
Billy Gunn is jacked, but he could barely move around in the ring. He's not light on his feet.
If he keeps putting that shit in his body, he ain't gonna see much longer. Like that shit he's putting in his body, I can't imagine what it is. No. It ain't natural, I'll say that.
Well, some people call it natural. Just saying, pal. You know, the Road Dogg
Quick, get his ass another steroid.
The Road Dogg is entertaining matches. Have you seen this?
Oh my God, get out of here.
No. He said that people are offering them a lot of money to reunite the New Age Outlaws. In the ring. Have you seen him lately? The Road Dogg?
Yes.
He looks like a bald Orson Welles, if you remember that guy. Good Lord.
The last thing that guy needs is to come back.
That's the last thing.
Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notifications button. We're going to get into AEW now because it's time. It's time.
Oh, my.
It's awful wrestling time. They had less than 3,000 people at this arena they were at, and it holds 12,000. Once again.
That makes sense.
Quarter filled.
Makes sense.
MJF comes out, and I wrote so much for that movie bullshit, and he's mad. He says, last week was the Seattle screw job, which I said, applause. That's pretty good. Seattle screw job. Says he was banged up for the match he had at the pay-per-view. He got hit in the nuts. Aubrey had a fast count. He says that the man that he's the man, that's the man that could beat the man. And pretty much he just says he's going to be champion. This is a bunch of bullshit. Tells Darby to come out and give me my damn title back. And then it happened. Darby Allin came out and accepted the challenge. No, he didn't. No, I lied. No, Kevin Knight, formerly known as the Puddle Jumper, came out instead. So the Puddle Jumper comes out as a TNT champion and says Max is whining like a bitch, says he's the real champ, and he'll put the title on the line for anything. He had Max pinned 2 weeks ago and got screwed out of the win. This thing wouldn't stop, and I almost fell asleep.
I never understood a company where the champions recruit their challengers. Why does it always happen in this company? Hey,
I don't know.
That's like me standing on a street corner of the worst neighborhood in town saying, hey, are you doing anything right now? Why don't you come over here and kick my ass? Come on, kick my ass. Could you please kick my ass, right? Anybody. Just come over here and kick my ass.
Fuck you, Pookie, for no reason.
Well, let's get into it. Hit me with a shopping cart. I dare you. Let's just do it.
This is so stupid. Puddle Jumper says he's going to smack the nose off MJF. And then he says he's going to name MJF an ass. He's going to give an ass whooping. This shit didn't end, man. And then MJF says, okay, bring out a damn referee. The referee comes out and he rolls out of the ring and says, I'll see you next Wednesday. I ain't doing it tonight. This was 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Just 15 minutes of being just a dick tease right there in the ring. Just a dick tease. We're going to have a match. We're going to do a match. Let's have a match. Get the referee out of here. And rolls right out. He just, what's he do?
No.
What did he do?
Doing that. No, we're not doing that.
What did he do?
Because he didn't. We're not doing it. I'll tell you when they do it. He didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Fuck right off?
He didn't.
No?
He didn't.
Can't say it? Okay.
Renee Baguette is with the Damned and Jericho and Ping Pong. And
he's not Chris Jericho anymore.
I know. He's the guy that gets his ass kicked by the Damned every week or some shit.
He's just Jericho now. That's what he wants to be called now. Just Jericho.
Ping Pong stumbled all over himself in this promo. He had to go back and reset it at one point. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He started down a line of thought, realized he had jumped ahead of what he wanted to say initially, went back, and then went back through that train of thought. This is why he's not in the big leagues. This is why when they gave the microphone, they literally said, don't hurt yourself, dog. This is why.
Yeah. God damn it.
I got it.
The stun.
SCSA.
What did you just said? For a Canadian 5 spot. Champions begging for challengers. Way to make your belts look meaningful. It's ridiculous. You're right, Stun. I'll just call you Stun. Stun.
Well, they're just calling him Jericho now, and
he's just Jericho.
Black Larry said, that's what I think now. Oh, it's just Jericho. Next.
Yes.
Out comes Brody King, and I'm sure this guy smells like hot dog water just by looking at him.
Oh, he just looks it. Oh, my God.
And who's he going to have a match against? Gollum. He's going to have a match against Gollum. And it looks so utterly ridiculous. Brody King, hot dog boy, He is a big wrestler. He's a big guy. He's every bit of 6'4", damn near 300 pounds. And this guy he's wrestling that I'm calling Gollum is Leo Rush. Leo Rush is maybe 5'6", maybe. And I'm being generous in that 5'6", and he's maybe 140 pounds. This shit looked ridiculous.
Horrible.
Absurd.
Horrible.
Who do you think won, chat? Who do you think won? Gollum or the hot dog water? No one won. That's the answer. No one won.
You know who lost? The viewers.
Everybody
watching this lost. I just caught up on an episode of Simon and Simon on Catchy TV. That's what I was doing when this was on. I had to go back and rewind it. And I'm sorry I went back and rewound it.
I can't believe you did that shit.
I told the wife, take the remote away from me so I can't rewind this shit. I have to sit here and watch it.
Renee Baguette is with Ciampa, and he says he's been told his whole life he's not big enough. He's not bad enough. He doesn't get eyeballs at him at airports. But tonight he's going to show it's all about passion. Is this a porn movie? You're going to feel my passion through that camera. Peter North has entered the chat.
I loved it when he was in WWE and R-Truth kept referring to him as Triple H. He kept calling him Triple H.
Yes.
Ciampa's a great wrestler. He's a good wrestler. He really is.
There's a lot of those out there.
There's a lot of those out there. There's a lot of those out there. And that's another guy who, when Vince saw him, God damn it, dye your beard. You got a great beard.
He's tiny.
God, Jesus Christ. We don't have lips big enough.
If
Darby Allin can wrestle in Frankenstein boots, why can't Tommaso Ciampa? That's all I got to say.
You're right. You're exactly right. If they're going to give him 4-inch heels like he's walking down hooker runways, put it on Ciampa.
Yeah.
You're a star. You're a bright and shining star. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. We then get the Adam Copeland segment. And Cope says he believes that he and Christian deserve another championship, whether they like it or not. He referring to FTR.
Yes.
And says, by the way, I've got something that you're going to want. If we lose to you, Christian and I can never, ever wrestle as a tag team again. I know what I would do if I was offered that, but I'm a man. And then he walked off. This was the best segment on the show by far. Best segment of the show. Not even close. It made sense. It's a real challenge. It's got real stakes. It felt personal. This was the best spot on this show, and it lasted about 5 minutes. That's a sad state of affairs in this company.
Right. And he looked old, too. Edge looks old.
He is old.
I know that. But trim that hair, dye that shit, do something. Good Lord Almighty. He looks, if he shaved the beard off, he wouldn't look that old. The gray beard.
The beard is so scrumdiddlyumptious right now. I need a second life shift. That's what I need.
A second life shit? Where was Christian during all this? Probably taking a second life shit.
I know where he was.
Where was he?
That guy fucked off.
He just fucked right off?
He just fucked right off. Hikaru Shida comes out, and she's with Chris Statlander, and I have no idea. But out comes Tits McGee, and I can hear the tarps rolling out nationwide. I said, oh, shit, here we go. Tits McGee does some move on Shida, looks at the camera, and goes, okay! I was like, what the fuck is this?
That match was so horrible. So horrible. Okay. It was unbelievable. And Sheeta had her legs around her head, around Amina's Tits McGee's head.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Calm down. We're going to get there.
God, it was awful. I mean, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. On national television, it was embarrassing.
This is what I wrote down. My eyes are heavy, knees weak, boobs are sweaty. It won't end. It goes on and on. Because this is the worst match I've seen in a long time. That's where I was. I was writing down rhymes. I said, this is fucking horrible. But like you were saying, they go outside the ring, and Sheeta gives her the worst looking head scissors in my life. From here to the edge of my wall here. and Tits McGee
Stroller.
runs at 1/3 the pace and hits the stairs like a 2-mile-an-hour wreck. It looks like absolute trash.
Her head hit the stairs.
At the end of this dog shit, Tits McGee goes to hit Shitta with the kendo stick. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, you were wrong. You were wrong. She rears back to hit her. She rears back and gets ready to go. And Statlander misses the stick because Statlander is supposed to grab it. So she stops 2/3 of the, or a third of the way through the swing, comes back again, and this time Statlander gets the stick. And Shitta hits her with something and wins. Let's just jump off the fucking cliff head first and see what happens.
Statlander probably said to herself, why I have to wipe this shit on me? The shit of this match, I've got to wipe on myself. Why?
Statlander when Statlander saw that spot, I don't know if her eyes were, okay, that was awful, or, oh God, that's so awful. But it wasn't, that was good. It was like, oh shit, I'm involved in this now. God, you girls stay over there. Don't get this shit on me.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It was the worst thing I've seen on TV for wrestling in a long, long time. Outside of Eddie Kingston match. The last Eddie Kingston match, I think, was the worst thing I've seen in AEW.
You don't see those anymore.
No, you have to watch Ring of Honor if you want to see Eddie Kingston.
No one watches that shit.
No one does.
I'm pouring another beverage because that's the kind of day it's been, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm on my first beer still. It's in the same glass. That's how I'm counting it.
Right.
We get no Okada yet. Don't give a shit. Then we get to, this is what I said. Are you fucking kidding me? We get a Bucks Collision recap where they won their match that they were fighting, but then they got jumped by the dogs. So the natural course of correction of this, since they got jumped by the dogs, and it's just the Young Bucks, we're going to have a fucking 10-man tag match as a result. What the fuck are we doing? This went to a 10-man tag match because four guys are involved.
4 guys are involved. They got issues. We're going to add 6 more people. Make it better.
What the fuck? How did we get here? I need your logic, Bottles. How did we go from 4 guys to add 6 more?
We just need more. Less is... You heard the old saying, less is more. Well, actually, at AEW, more is less.
More is less.
More is less.
Good God.
You're making something lesser by adding more shit to it. Let's put 20 pounds of crap in a 10-pound bag, and we'll see.
I don't understand what we're doing here. What he had, that's like, so they were like, they get jumped by blah, 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 and the dogs versus the Bucks in a 10-way tag match.
Excuse me? What?
We're just going to jump into this like there's no explanation. We're just doing this shit.
It's awful. I'm not talking awful wrestling either. It's just awful.
I know. Ocean Spray comes down. He's got his robe on. He's the Assassin's Creed guy, if you didn't know. I'm cool in my Assassin's Creed robe.
Yes.
He takes off his robe, and he's wrapped in so much tape, he looks like a fucking mummy.
It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
We're beyond the pale of ridiculous now.
Yes.
We're far beyond the pale. This shit looked goofy. Goofy. And who's he fighting? Fat ass Mark Davis.
Of course he won't get hurt in this match.
And Mark Davis beats him pillar to post, begins dropping him on his head and neck area.
Yes.
The referee's starting to get worried.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean Spray begins touching his fingers like he's losing feeling. Mark Davis pile drives him in the ring. That doesn't end it. Davis gets pile driven on the apron, and in comes Doc Sampson. Dun, 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 dun. I've got to check on him now. He could really be hurt.
Yes.
Doc Sampson, he's like, oh, he's really hurt. I'm going to have to stop the match.
Doc Sampson, the physical therapist from 90210. That's what it sounded like. From Saved by the Bell. Doc Sampson. It's ridiculous.
So they ring the bell. Mark Davis wins.
He's got more screen time now than Britt Baker, Doc Sampson.
Mark Davis won this match, but at what cost to Ocean Spray? What cost, Tony?
At what cost?
It's
yes, Brian. No Brian Danielson, by the way.
And I said, okay, that's going to end now. I was wrong. Mark Davis drags him back in the ring to give him another pile driver.
Right.
And turns around and fucking Footloose is standing there on the apron. She's just there magically. He's like, oh, where'd you come from? Because that's what's going to stop me from finishing my person of interest that I'm beating the shit out of is a 115-pound girl behind me. That'll make me stop for sure. I'd have flipped her off and pile-driven his ass to earth. But he turns back around and Jon Moxley has suddenly appeared like a fucking magician. Whip-de-doo, here I am in the ring too. So now he's like, shit, what's going on? The rest of the Cracker Clan comes around the ring. Mark Davis says, I think I'll take my leave, and takes off. Okay, now the Cracker Clan is clearly about to kick the shit out of Ocean Spray and end his career right here. Wrong! They take him, kidnap him, and leave the arena as Claudio Castagnoli carries him out of the arena. This is seventh play bad acting.
Yes, it is.
On full display. This
absolutely is.
No sense. I don't know what's going on here.
And the crowd just sort of, what? You could see they were all doing that.
None of them know what's going on.
No.
Deer in the headlights.
Who does really know?
I don't know. So someone's got to explain this to me.
I don't get it. You got a man who had numerous neck injuries throughout his career from working in Japan. He got a bad one in AEW. He had to get surgery on his neck. He didn't get a fusion, but he got surgery on his neck. Probably the Stone Cold deal where they put like a plate or screws in his neck to keep it all together aligned. And all he's doing now is taking every fucking move in the ring to his head and neck. That's what he's doing. I wouldn't trust Mark Davis to bring me a cup of coffee.
No, I wouldn't either.
No.
Get the fuck away from that butter knife. Get the fuck away from the butter knife.
He is just a huge, uncoordinated man now. And I don't get it, man. I don't get why he would Ospreay or the company will put this guy in these situations, but
I don't either. He's their star, and he's out here every week, and he's treated like he's a jag. He's just another guy.
Yeah, and just wait until I said I can't understand why this company would put this guy in this position, but at the end of the show, you think, what the hell is going on here with that move? We'll get to that. You know what move I'm talking about?
I already talked about it.
No.
Yeah.
It's a different move.
Oh, you're talking about the match at
the main event. The main event.
Okay.
The highest spot of all in the main event.
Renee Baguette is with some chick named Alec Windsor. She says she's not done with the tickler, and Perspire appears and says she'll join her in the fight against the tickler's band, and then says some shit in Spanish, and I didn't give a shit.
The tickler was absent. That's what we need on Wednesdays, more tickler. Is she French by any chance?
I don't know. Renee is backstage with Jericho, and he's in his dressing room, and out comes the Hurt People. So at least we're getting them back. We're getting some grown men back on TV.
Yes.
This made me very happy to see these guys return.
Right.
Very happy, because they are believable.
Who else could they wrestle?
I don't know.
They're wrestling the demand again.
Well, no, they're wrestling the damn, which they've done before.
Yes,
but
big
we're
guys.
not getting anything new. But at least we're getting grown men in the ring with each other.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and then ping pong. He's over there too. Watch me cut a shitty promo.
Yes.
Last but not least,
Mm-hmm.
Tony Schiavone introduces Darby Allin. And Darby says, do you know who I had my first match with here? And you know what I said?
What's that?
Fast forward. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. I just
Much
don't
like
care.
myself, I fast forwarded through that too.
Out comes Tommaso Ciampa for this match.
Yes.
MJF just disappears. He's not even there anymore. Help me here. Look at me. Back to me.
I'm just watching the chat. Go ahead.
Leave the chat alone.
Okay.
This is everything that every Darby Allin match ever is. It's the same shit every time.
A car crash.
Yes.
A
Tommaso
Hollywood
Ciampa
stuntman
gets
show.
busted.
Yeah.
Yes. Tommaso Ciampa gets busted open. Blah, blah, blah. We've seen it all before. Go ahead and talk about the spot.
Darby Allin's up on the top turnbuckle. Ciampa sees him, crotches him, jumps into the ring. He gets up on the top turnbuckle. He gets Darby.
Nope, second turnbuckle. Second
Turnbuckle. On the outside of the ring, it has him up over his shoulders in some sort of modified muscle buster, the move that Samoa Joe does. And they take the bump on the concrete floor from the second turnbuckle outside the ring. Tommaso Ciampa tries to block or tries to protect Darby as much as he can and lands on his left ass cheek. And we just watched this man shatter his rectum on national television. Just shattered.
They called the move the Psycho Driller.
The Psycho Driller up my ass. That's what it was. He just destroyed. If that guy's hip isn't dislocated, I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, he was screaming pretty loud, and I just know I didn't. It's again, I'm just going to say it. It's the same shit every match with these guys.
Yes.
Darby Allin throws his body around recklessly. He's not going to have a long career. When he gets to be my age, he'll probably not be able to walk. This was a shit show from beginning to end. I don't care. Psycho Thriller. Sick to say. Ba 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 ba. Darby. Go, whoa, 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 go away. Darby Allin won.
You know why Darby Allin won?
Because he's going to lose it again at the pay-per-view, apparently.
Because he's bad to the bone. Now do that one.
What, no, we're not doing that with Darby
You're not
Allin.
singing that one?
I dare fucking tell you that. That's never going to happen.
Of course not. Of course not. Who's he going to lose to at the pay-per-view? Who's he wrestling at the pay-per-view?
I don't know. They
That's
haven't
what I'd like
announced
to
it.
know. They
But
haven't announced it.
MJF is going to be headlining the main event next week, which will probably give them another ratings boost. I don't know how this show is going to go. I could just tell you, for all the AEW drones that go on and on and on about WWE opening with segments and not matches, this shit was 20 minutes before you got your first match, but I don't hear any of you bitching.
No, not at all. Black Larry with a 2 spot. You would have been a star on Star Search.
I would have tried, pal. I would have tried.
Yes. Well, you left out the Samoa Joe appearance. He's back.
Oh, I did. My bad.
He's
Yeah.
back
no,
from injury,
yes.
and he wrestled a bum. So
No, sorry. I'm glad you brought this up because they brought Samoa Joe to the ring, and the announcer was like, Samoa Joe, and his opponent, this fucking guy. And that's how you knew this thing was not going to go well for this fucking guy.
Right.
He beat this dude's ass. Thank you.
He
Larry.
did. A typical Joe squash, and then he just sashayed off. Went to the top of the ramp, and I think he fist bump hook, and that was it. But it's good to see their second ratings draw is back. Samoa
This
Joe.
is true. This is true. I
Yes,
am glad to see he's back. I'm glad to see he's healthy. Every time he's on TV, he helps this show because he adds some believability to it. And then he fucking touches Hook, and I'm like, oh, wash your hands.
And people tune in to see Samoa Joe. People actually,
yes, I tuned in to watch Samoa Joe.
yes, people actually his quarter hours are always highly rated, so a lot of people watch.
I don't know where this is going with MJF. I don't know why he's fighting for the mid-card belt now. It doesn't make any sense. I don't.
Don, if I had $1 for every time while we're doing this show, at the end of it, you said, I don't know where this is going. After you do your AEW rundown, I don't know where this is going. I'd be a millionaire.
You probably would. I'm confused as a fan, and I admit it.
Right.
I don't understand, man.
I don't get it either. Why? Does Tony Khan feel like he owes Darby Allin a run with the title?
It sort of feels like it, doesn't it? Like you've been a loyal soldier from day one. I know I've always said you'll get there eventually. I guess now is the eventually, and the finality of this is going to be, because he said when he came out there for this match, it may only be 15 minutes, but it doesn't matter. And that's sort of what this feels like, is he's going to be a 15-minute champion. They're going to take it off of him at the next pay-per-view, and that's going to be the end of it to set up the next, I don't know, hopefully the Hurt people come after MJF, because they actually have a backstory they could play off of that. They could do something with that.
They do, or they could have Bobby Lashley go up against Darby Allin. If everybody just walk up to a champ and say, "Hey, I want a match. I want a match for that title." I mean, have Lashley do it, and then MJF has to take it off of Lashley.
Me and you, fucko, we're going to go at it.
But if they rewarded Darby Allin with the belt for being a good soldier, why wouldn't he have given it out to Orange Cassidy 2 years ago?
I don't get that either. Like, I guess it was just, that's my pet project, and I know no one will ever take that guy seriously. Right. I don't know why he thought they'd take Darby Allin seriously.
I don't know either. It's comical to see him. Dude, he's got the build of James Ellsworth from WWE. Remember that guy, James Ellsworth? Yeah, he's built like that guy.
I'm not watching SmackDown this weekend. You can't make me. I've wrestled out.
People. I don't think so.
I've wrestled out.
I don't think so. So many people he could put that belt on in that company and try to make something of them. I don't know.
You didn't need to make Darby Allin. He's already over with that fan base. He's already a big draw for that fan base. They like to see him. Throw him down some steps.
Throw him like a javelin.
Throw him off of that mountain.
Man.
I don't get it, pal.
I feel like we did a speed run through that freaking show.
Well, the NFL draft is tonight. TNT's coming on. I figured we would we've done 4 shows now in a week. I'm tired. I'm tired of having second life shits. I think it's time to go home.
Are you fed up and tired?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. We'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll have a better Raw to report.
Till next week, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.